The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Bring it up. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set, hut. Ancient Gator. Come on. Hey, keep it up. Kill.
On first down, Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He's checking. Crash. Check 43.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And Ken's got it.
Check three.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We played to win.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check, 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 check.
49, check 49, check 49.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
Check 9, check 9.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is Bridgewater. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, alert.
Kamara trying the right side. He will push his way down to about the 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Under 10, under 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And that's caught inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 49 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the...
And a loose football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You gonna see that?
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down.
He's coming.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
12.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for 28 yards.
54. Oh, try it. Here I come. Go. Hey, here I come.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Check 31.
He gets it to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 16 yards of first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Who that? Check.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Garoppolo now. 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
High 7.
Mike 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check. Fresno.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
Here we go.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
65.
Check 99.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Kamara now to return. A nice little juke. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 24. Watch 24. Check 50.
Throwing on second and 14. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
You got tight right there.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater.
Bang, 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 bang.
Open man is Michael Thomas. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Get wide. Switch. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Anyway. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Set up. Jam it, jam, jam. Zip it, low shot. 30, go. Hey, whip. Smoke. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He's coming.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Again has it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Ship.
Kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Kamara.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check three.
Tight dog. Undercrush.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here we go.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. There's a nice move. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check.
49, check 49. Watch the safety creep. Check.
Match box. Right.
Check 9.
Slam. Kill.
Watch twist.
Ship.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Mike, this is Pittsburgh. Mike's 5-4. Wild Bill.
Running with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Hey, watch out.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Kamara. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
nigga, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it, hop at it. Rep where you from, where you post, to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, them are not the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This is caught by Ginn. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Buddy up. Mike 48. Go. Defense. Fast.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Coming for you.
Here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Switch.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Hey, kill. Here I come again. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. I got it. Hatchet. Hatchet. Check it out, read.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, 48.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, mine. Delta. 48. 48's the Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. Fresno. Sponge. No. 99. Check 99.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's 3rd and short. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's get in there.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line. No chance. 48. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
First down, Bridgewater. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, 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 check.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
Well, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Throwing. Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Oh, you got D?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's it, baby.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Check back, check back.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Kiko Alonso. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Go. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Tighten up.
Bridgewater.
Tighten up.
And Thomas has it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Get him, boy.
They pick up with 23 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'll get him. Get him. Get him. Mike, 48.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Watch the run. They're running it. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
You better be afraid.
Hayward.
You better be afraid of me.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
35. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line 54. Hey, check. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball,
Prescott from the gun on third. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the return, it's Kamara.
Keep playing hard.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Good job, offense. Good job.
Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Go. Check 48. Go. Check 48's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mike 48.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48 for Mike. Here we go. 48. Oh!
Bridgewater to throw it.
Strip that ball.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go.
Got to do better. Go. Come on, QB. Come on.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
65, 48, 48's Mike, 48's Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
There you go. 54, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I smell fear in that.
26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.